no matter what, I know that she's probably emotional right now. I know there's probably a lot going on in her mind, and I know she's not listening to this, but she eventually will see it.
Don't blame the voters. I think, look, we could get into this discussion, but one, I think you're blaming the voters. I think that's a terrible idea. Look, I debated Professor Lichtman before. I told him his theories about the keys were absurd. I was right. He was wrong. I said he'd lose his keys.
No, you were
Couldn't
not
find
right,
him
and
before
I
the
was
election.
not wrong, and that's a cheap shot, and I won't stand for it.
Well, who won, brother?
You should not be taking cheap shots at me.
Who won?
You want to make your point,
live
make your
in
point.
a total
Don't make it
world of
personal.
denial.
She thinks she's Obama. She goes to Hawaii because Obama goes to Hawaii. She started talking like Obama, imitating Obama. She is not Barack Obama. She has no talent. She can never run for president again. The progressives didn't want to go on Joe Rogan. Look, if I'm running, I'm going on Joe Rogan. I'm living on Fox. That's how you change minds.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you, every one of them, and supported me. So quiet with your personal attacks.
Come find out again.
Make whatever point you want. Don't make it personal.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
You attacked me personally.
You're so deluded.
Oh, right. I've only been a professor for 51 years.
On this program, I've never been able to finish a thought.
How many books have you published? No, because you're personally attacking me again.
I want to start with the scathing response that you gave after the Democrats lost, Kamala Harris lost pretty big. You said the Democrats abandoned the working class. The chairman of the DNC called it straight up BS and said Joe Biden is the most pro-worker president of my lifetime. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi said she disagreed with you. She added, quote, Bernie Sanders has not won. Do you stand by what you said?
Oh, absolutely. Look, Joe Biden is a friend of mine. I've been proud to work with him on an agenda which has been very strongly in favor of the working class. Biden promised to be the most progressive president since FDR. In many ways, on domestic issues, I think he kept his word. But here is the reality. The working class of this country is angry, and they have a reason to be angry.
The root of this mistake actually came very early on. They didn't run a process. They made an excuse of $317 million in the kitty. They kept the same campaign manager and said, we will anoint this faulted, broken candidate who was inconsequential in her vice presidency, lost in 2019, as you detailed, complete loser in 2020, never could articulate anything, had no compassion for people, and her own advocates. Let's not forget this. I remember the minute this happened, I was in Europe. She went on to The View. All those women wanted her to win. They threw her a softball. They threw her a second softball. She was so weak as a candidate, she couldn't even answer that she would do something different. It ricocheted around the world. She was finished.
Well, let me go.
They will never do that again.
Wow, Mr. Wonderful just laid it out to them. I mean, there is more of this. I mean, there is really more of these meltdowns. But they don't see it, even as of today. But we're going to be, we'll see some more celebrities, who had this meltdown during the election night. And they couldn't handle the results. Those A-listers, you think that they are smart, but just grab your popcorn. You're in for a very huge surprise. But for some of the clips that you've watched, I mean, did you all see that? The celebrity, I don't want to call her name, but because of lawsuits now, they just throw out lawsuits like candies. I mean, she's serving this great A drama like, come on, girl, relax, get a grip. The election is not an apocalypse. I mean, it's not, even though you guys, you sold it for that, but nobody really bought your opinion. The delusion really is very strong right now with this one. And now, some of these celebrities talking about how the working class is angry. Wow. The last time I checked, those designer shoes, they cost more than Most of us are rents. Yeah. Maybe instead of really lecturing the public, the American people, these celebrities should really, they should donate some of their millions, to actual working families. I'm just saying. Remember, these celebrities were paid millions to just show up to support Kamala Harris. They were being paid to support her, which tells you a lot. Even them don't believe what they're saying. They don't believe in Kamala Harris, but yet they want others to vote for her. It's really, really unbelievable. And then when they didn't vote for her, they are now blaming the voters. These celebrities, they are just so out of touch, and they think that they are political geniuses going to speak at these democratic conventions. They think that when they retweet some hashtags, it makes them genius. They know a lot about politics. Just get over yourselves, okay? No, because the voters, they made their choice, and it's clear. It's clearly, I'll say, it was clearly out of common sense, not those picky Instagram posts or retweets to try to convince them. Then they're talking about comparing Kamala Harris to Obama. Okay, sis. That's where I draw the line. Us in Wakanda, at least maybe, I don't know, maybe our brother was born in Kenya. I'm not calling his name. He's ours. Okay? He's ours. We know you cannot compare yourself to him. Okay? First, you need to learn how to win elections, and then we'll talk about legacy and stuff like that. So, these celebrities should just get themselves a mirror, look at themselves. They don't have any influence, not anymore. Podcasters and people like us parodying or bringing out the hypocrisy that they portray will just make more people have common sense. Okay? Anyway, let me not take much of your time. Just have some laughs, okay? Laughs.
I just hope that she knows that no matter what happened tonight, that millions of people are proud of her. I'm proud of her. Women around the world are proud of her. Women of color are proud of her. And, I'm not even going to, y'all know how I feel in the beginning of the, I did not want to vote for nobody. She changed my mind. I feel like she was very honest. I feel like she said the things that I wanted to hear. When I look at her in her face and when she was talking to me, I really felt like she was very genuine. I feel like she was not playing no.
I obviously have a problem. Anyone has a problem with Donald Trump. The bigger question should be, yes, Sonny, why did they vote for him?
Yes.
In sweeping.
So they need to be introspective.
No, we need to be introspective. If we voted for Kamala Harris, we need to say what didn't resonate with the voters. Do you know what didn't resonate with the voters? When they were saying we don't feel safe and the left focused on defund the police and bail reform.
Yeah.
When they said we're worrying about, can I just finish? Let me just finish real quickly. When they were focused on renaming.
Only an hour show, ladies.
Joy. When they were focused on renaming schools, there were people saying, hey, students are destroying colleges. I paid for that. I sent them there. They can't learn. And everyone apologized for it and didn't want to attend to it. They also denied the border was a crisis and kept saying, no, it's fine. This is not a...
There was a border.
Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to stand for
brother,
personal
you got it wrong.
Say
you were
whatever
preposterously and stupidly wrong. So, okay, all right. Can I just finish a goddamn thought ever on this show?
No, not if you're personally... I admitted I was wrong. I don't need you to call me stupid.
Okay.
Can I just say, it's great to see you Democrats all getting along so well.
Who taught you manners?
It's lovely to see a post-election harmony as you all come together again.
Hey, Alan, right now. Hey, Alan, you deserve a tall glass of shut-up juice, so can you just shut up for a second? And let someone who knows what they're doing.
You're so right, Pierre. You're so right. We're so unified right now.
You want, so I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks, for blasphemy against me. You don't need to do that. You don't
blasphemy against you. Who the hell are you? Are you Jesus Christ, you loser? Okay, can I just give the correct answer for once?
We are living in an economy today, Donna, where the people on top are doing phenomenally well, while 60% of our people are living paycheck to paycheck.
Whoa, Benny, I couldn't just let this slide. The people on top are doing phenomenally well. Oh, really? You mean like you, right? Like you, a billionaire. This is the problem. This is the problem. These guys, I mean, at one point I liked Benny, but I mean, his level of hypocrisy is getting out of bounds now. You know, these guys are doing well. He's a millionaire or a billionaire now. He keeps shifting the post. When he becomes a millionaire, he will be, going after the billion. No, when he's still not a. Before he becomes a millionaire, he was bashing the millionaires. When he became a millionaire, he started bashing the billionaires. Now that he's become a billionaire, I'm not hearing him bashing anyone. But he's there living lavishly, private jets. I mean, I don't think Benny right now has any clue about the struggles of most American people. He doesn't. I couldn't just let this slide. Let's continue.
25% of elderly people are trying to get by on $15,000 a year or less. We have the highest rate of childhood poverty of almost any major country on earth, and parents all over this country worry that their kids may have a lower standard of living than they do. That is the economic reality. And what Donald Trump did is provided an explanation. He went around, he said, I know you're angry, and the reason is that zillions of illegal immigrants are coming over, and they're eating your cats and dogs and everything else. That's the reason. Well, obviously, that is not the reason. The reason is, in my view, that we have an unprecedented level of corporate greed today, more income and wealth inequality, and people on top want it all. And we need an agenda that says to the working class, we're going to take on these powerful special interests and create an economy and a government that works for you. And by the way, that can't happen unless you get big money out of politics. We got to get rid of the Citizens United Supreme Court decision so billionaires do not continue to buy elections.
That's all.
Yeah,
because the Democrats have always been for the working people.
Exactly. And the Republicans don't care about it. The message of the Democrats sounded elitist. You don't have value in the society.
They
if you don't
sounded
have a
that way,
degree.
but when you look at the proof,
but Joy, it's condescending. It's condescending. There is a
condescending.
The way that the left speaks to its voters. It really is.
A message of joy and inclusiveness?
No, the message of not being educated, being dumb, and what's wrong with America.
Who said that?
Sonny just did.
What is wrong with America?
My point here is that
that's not what Kamala Harris said.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
My point is, I don't blame Joe Biden. I don't blame Kamala Harris. Go back as far as you want. I blame a messaging within the Democratic Party.
You don't blame the Republican Party
Can I just finish my point, please?
To fight for them. But that has never occurred to a Democrat outside of Bernie Sanders, and probably we never will. So I have no interest in listening to a single Democratic politician ever again. They can go kiss my ass. They can do whatever they want. And we never listen to them anyway. And they hate us because we're right and they're wrong. They're always wrong. And they hate us for being right, okay? So, but they're not gonna learn. You have to beat them in a primary. That's your only hope. And so if you say it's super hard to beat them in a primary because of the lying sons of bitches on mainstream media who will smear you to no end, who will fight harder against progressives and populists than Republicans or Donald Trump or anyone else, well, brothers and sisters, nobody said life was fair. So we got to go fight that mainstream media. We got to destroy that mainstream media that is filled with lies on top of lies about how the politicians are so honest and the donors have no control over policy. They have 100% control over policy. Everyone in mainstream media is a liar.
Last Thursday, we expressed our own concerns on this broadcast and even said we would appreciate the opportunity to speak with the president-elect himself. On Friday, we were given the opportunity to do just that. Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to meet personally with President-elect Trump. It was the first time we have seen him in 7 years.
Now, we talked about a lot of issues, including abortion, mass deportation, threats of political retribution against political opponents, and media outlets. We talked about that a good bit. And it's going to come as no surprise to anybody who watches this show, has watched it over the past year or over the past decade, that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of issues, and we told him so.
What we did agree on was to restart communications.
Just say it loud. You went to Donald Trump and bend the knee. You may want to spin it whenever way you want, but well, you remember when they came back from from Mar-a-Lago? The viewers were not happy about it. Well, at least they're having a little bit. They're beginning to have some common sense that we need to really see things for what they are now. Their viewers may not like it, but they may come around. Anyway, for the other videos that you watched, well, now we're talking about this corporate greed and talking about how these corporations, they are just too greedy. But they forget, those multi-million-dollar movie deals. I'm talking about the celebrities, right? Those deals, brand endorsements, I mean, maybe they should take a look, in the mirror before they start to preach about these economic inequalities, because they are part of the problem. Yeah, part of a big problem that exists in America, and it trickles down all over the world, and in English, it's like coming to Wakanda as well. So, well, I'll not the high you are on right now, laughing about these meltdowns. I'll not take it away from you, but just there you have it. Let's just round things up. No, this is some kind of a master class on how not to handle an election loss. These celebrities, they need some serious reality check. Just like Mika and Joe, yeah, they're like trying to have that a little bit, but the whole industry, they did it ASAP, and they are so used to getting their way, and when they don't get their way, they're crying wolf. They don't know how to take it. They cannot just get the idea, that people might have different opinions. So it's an election. Don't take it too personal. It's not the end of the world. Maybe just take a deep breath. Step away from Twitter and go volunteer. Yeah, it's a good idea. Just go volunteer at some soup kitchen. Come down from your mansion, your high horse, and you might actually learn something about real life. I mean, real life. So, yeah, that's it. But you told me which celebrity meltdown was the most cringe-worthy in your opinion. And just let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video with your friends. And remember to stay sparkled and stay informed from Wakanda, African perspective. I see it for what it is. We stay in Wakanda and we see America for what it is. In fact, we have the best view from our end of the world. We see what is going on both sides, But at this point in time, it's still 50% of you guys that are really, really exciting right now. I mean, just making us laugh. While the others, they have common sense and they are like, yeah, they know what is going on in the world. Yeah, that is the Republicans for now. But we know sometimes they switch. Sometimes these guys, they sound crazy. 10 years from now, the other guys will sound crazy. They just keep switching. The positions that the Democrats, the Republicans have now, most of the Democrats, they had it maybe 10, 20 or 30 years ago. I don't know, but just check history. You just keep switching these positions after every a quarter of a century or so. But stay informed from Black Coffee Podcast, and I'll keep bringing you all the latest and controversies and calling out hypocrisies and just having a laugh. Come on, it's all fun. My opinion. Parody, whatever I want to call it, but there is a deep truth behind it. We all know that, right? Hypocrites, we all know that. Oh, God.